Hi guys, and welcome to Samsung Now. Samsung Now is where we look at the latest from Samsung, and we review some of their products, and we also discuss, talk about, analyze, whinge, complain, moan about anything related to Samsung or with Samsung or their products or anything like that. And we also do what we call user case reviews, where I've actually had the product for some time, I've used it day to day, and I'm giving a more sort of balanced view of its user case, you know, in terms of me having it over a period of time and then seeing as to whether it's worth it or not. So today, what is today? Well, today is Thursday's Thoughts, and Thursday's Thoughts are where I choose a topic, or where we choose a topic, and we discuss the latest or greatest, or not even that, it's just a general thought on tech. And today I want to kind of talk about consoles, and more so the fact that we're getting to a point once again. It seems almost like yesterday we only had the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, but now we're getting Project Scorpio from Microsoft, and there's even a possibility and a bit of chatter about a PlayStation 5. Now, of course, there's been some iterative updates from PlayStation, Sony PlayStation and Microsoft with both the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox One S. And there was for some time sort of Sony not really mentioning anything to do with a PlayStation 5, and they've not actually claimed there is one, so we need to sort of temper that down a bit. But there is a lot of chatter about the possibility from within the industry that, you know, there's this talk that there could be a PlayStation 5 coming out later next year. We already know that the Xbox Scorpio is a thing. It's a real living, breathing thing, and is a real monster of a console. And my thoughts on this is to whether we actually need that. Do we need another console, not so much war, but do we need these consoles? We have the Xbox One S, which has a 4K Blu-ray drive. It's nice, it's slim, it's a great machine, perhaps not massively powerful, you know, and then we have the PlayStation Pro, which is, you know, pretty powerful. But in both cases, you know, the consoles really haven't been out for that long, 4 years or so, maybe a bit more, where the developers are really taking full advantage of what these machines can do. You know, we're going to see, well, in fact, you only have to look at the latest Red Dead Redemption 2, what they can pull from the PlayStation Pro and the PlayStation with regards to that, and again, you know, what they'll do with the Xbox version too. You know, incredible versions, incredible graphics and realism. We're seeing that so much, and it makes you wonder as to whether there is a real sort of valid user case benefit to upgrading, say, to, you know, a Project Scorpio or the Xbox Scorpio, or if or when there's a PlayStation 5, whether it's actually going to give us that advantage. Because I feel that we've not even reached the point of where we're eking out the best of a console right now. And given the quality of graphics that we're seeing that consoles can deliver already, we're not going to see that huge leap graphically. So where is that going to lead us? Because that used to be the benchmark. There used to be, you know, from one generation to the next, there used to be a real graphical leap. Nowadays, you're not really going to see that, because the graphics are really, really good anyway. So where are they going to go from that? So my thoughts could be, or thoughts on that are that, you know, we're going to see more AI, more smarter AI, sort of things more in the background that make whatever it is you're playing against more human, more intelligent, less dumb. Because, you know, one of the things we've all found playing, you know, whatever game it is that involves that's not a multiplayer, or you know, it's a campaign, saying we're playing against some AI, is that you know, it's difficult for a developer to create that AI that's smart, that thinks like we do, that almost learns as well. And it's very, very intensive on the system for it to do that. So I feel that we're going to see a more humanist, real feel to a lot of the campaigns that we see in games. I think we're still going to see a bit of a tiny leap graphically. You know, they're saying 4K. You know, I've played 4K games on the PlayStation Pro, and I know it's kind of not really 4K. And I played them on the PC and what have you. And really, yeah, it's okay. You know, it's nice, but it's not that hugely different to HD when you're playing, say, a driving game at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You don't really stop and go, oh, look at those textures, aren't they great? You're just playing the game. You know, a good case in point is the PlayStation Switch, the Nintendo Switch. You know, it's not graphically powerful, it's not have massive resolution, but the games suck you in and you forget about all the peripheral fancy schmancy, you know, textures. So I really feel that, you know, even though we are going to see a bit of a shift in graphics, maybe sort of more towards PC, and even then, you know, we see these comparisons between PC, Xbox and PlayStation. There's not a huge amount in them, really. For me, when I'm playing the game, I'm not looking. I'm just getting involved in the game. So, you know, is it really going to be worth it? You know, are you going to be buying an Xbox Scorpio? I kind of know I am because I'm a geek, so I will. You know, will you get a PlayStation 5? I know I will because I'm a geek. But, you know, will you? You know, that's what we're talking about here. Will you buy an Xbox Scorpio? Will you be getting a PlayStation 5 or a Pro even, which is the current generation of PlayStation? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think this next generation is going to bring. Do you think it's going to be worthwhile? Or do you think, you know, you might as well just stick with the console you got and, you know, you're happy? You know, it's going to be interesting. And I think maybe looking, sort of adding the VR element that I was talking about the other day, I think we're going to see more involvement in VR with these new machines because they have more capability. So that could be an interesting point there. You know, Microsoft are developing a VR platform and we could see more involvement on them. Sony already have theirs and they could lift that more with a PlayStation 5 graphically. So that's probably where we're sort of shifting towards. Maybe that's where we're aiming at. Maybe everything's going to be more VR. Now that's interesting. Okay, well, let me know your thoughts. Write it all below. And yeah, let me know. Talk, chat, say stuff, subscribe. Okay, guys, thanks. Bye.